I graduated high school in 1995, and I was a mother of two, single mom. Started work full time shortly thereafter. So really, to me, I was only able to take one or two classes a semester. I immediately went on, started taking classes as soon as I graduated, but I started out at Indiana, at IUS in New Albany. But I left there when I started working with Case TCS in '98 and started taking classes at Jefferson Community College in Louisville. What became ideal for me, at the time though, I could only take one or two classes a semester. It took me almost 10 years to get my associate's degree, taking one or two classes a semester. Once I finally graduated with my associates, I found out I'd heard about Northern's program that was all online, and so I started taking classes there and was able to finish the remaining 2 years of my bachelor's in about a year and a half. With the online programs, you're able to do basically, you get your book for the classroom, you study, you do the readings for your class, and then if you've got a paper to turn in, you'll just post it online like an attachment, like an email attachment would be. All of my online classes also had discussions where you basically got a chance to meet the people that are taking the same class that you are. You had to have discussions with them, you posted discussions, and that was really a lot of work, the discussions were, because you had to put a lot of information in there. And it was good because you were learning from the other students, and the other students were also learning from you, and that's kind of where the bulk of, during those discussions you actually would really discuss what was going on with the chapter or whatever that was going on, the unit that you were in your book. I don't want any online student to think that just because they take, that an online, class is any easier than a classroom setting, but it allows you to have that time, or to use that time that wouldn't normally be a classroom. I have a friend of mine who sincerely thinks I'm a vampire because I stay up so late taking classes and doing homework, and so it actually allowed me, whereas I would maybe have time to do one class a semester before, or maybe two, it actually allows me to take classes and fit them in with my children at home, or doing things with my children, and then still be able to take those classes as well. I could do them far into the night if I had to. I could do them early in the morning. I could even take a lunch break and do stuff for my classroom. But I didn't have to do it in an actual classroom setting. I could go and do it on my own time. There were time deadlines for the things in your class, but you still had time that you could find. You could fit it in any time that you could find time available to do it. Right before I graduated, my dream job became available at the college, and part of the problem was about a semester before I graduated. But part of the reason why I couldn't even be considered for the job because I didn't yet have my bachelor's. Because I just received my degree, the possibilities are still opening up. But one of the possibilities that did happen, the position I'm in now, I did receive a promotion to coordinator of information services, whereas before I was doing something a totally different role. But my supervisors were able to see they had a position that they immediately had to fill, and they saw my potential because of everything that I had done, how hard I had worked for my degree. They were able to put me into this position. I have two teenagers. They're both in middle school, one starting high school this year. To me, the biggest accomplishment and goal that I had set forward was to make sure that they saw how hard I struggled to do this. It was a tough battle, but I won, and they were able to see me. They saw how hard I had to work to do this, and now while they're planning and they're planning for their futures and what career courses they're going to go on with school, they're able to see how hard I worked, and they know that it's really not an option not to go to school. A lot of people didn't even think I was going to graduate high school, let alone go on and finish college, and that also was a way for me to say, don't think that, for people to realize that I wasn't going to let, one or two things slow me down or to keep me from opening the doors I needed to open. So to me, it's an achievement factor also. I'm going to start the master's program, the graduate degree program. Right now for the future, to be honest, it's such a phase right now where I've just, opened that door of getting my degree that right now I plan on, moving forward, moving ahead and finding, a job that more suits me now, and I feel like I can do that now that I've got my degree. And I'm basically, my plans for the future are just to keep moving ahead, not to slow down or stop, and now that I've got still some other doors open, I'm excited to see what happens. I would really like to see more scholarships available for non-traditional students. I've applied for scholarships a lot of times. Well, I've never gotten one, but a lot of times what I've found is that there aren't scholarships available either because, I started because I graduated high school in Indiana, or because I'm not from this city or that city. But I really couldn't find much out there available to the non-traditional student. And to me, scholarships, it'll make or break that non-traditional students. If you don't have, because I worked with the college system and was able to because my company was able to give me the tuition reimbursements, that helped me out greatly. But if I didn't work for an organization that offered a tuition reimbursement, I wouldn't have been able to do it either. So to me, I think that those non-traditional students need more scholarship help. Anybody can do it. You just have to have the drive, you have to want it. If it's something that you want, you can do it. The thing is I didn't think it was for me either. I guess what happened to me is I got really lucky. When I started my first year, when I first came into college, I really had some really great teachers. And when you have a good teacher along the way, they're going to make you feel, those incoming courses when you're a freshman, those entry-level courses, those early English courses, those early math courses, those are the courses that are going to make you feel like you can do it. They're the ones, they're going to give you the most, those instructors are going to give you the most help in those courses. I never thought that I was a writer. I never thought that I could, when it came to writing, I couldn't do it in high school. I didn't think it was right for me. I just had a hard time with it. But when I got into college and you have these writing instructors who are used to those students who don't think that they know how to write, they don't think that college is right for them. Those instructors, they will sit there and they will work with you on these papers. The colleges have labs for you. If it's something you want to do and if you've got the drive to achieve and to succeed, you can do it.